Well, you may recognize this woman. This is Amanda Haddaway. Had you on virtual while you were vacationing, but now you're back in Frederick. We're at Give Rise Studio. You wrote a book.
I did, a children's book.
I had no idea until everybody's like posting that they bought this book. What was the inspiration of the children's book?
So it was actually my grandma. She had lots of secrets and things that were unexplained, and jokingly one day I referred to her as the pie spy because she was an accomplished baker. She actually owned her own restaurant at one point in time, and then after she sold that, she baked pies and sold them to local restaurants in the area where she lived. And so I called her the pie spy. It kind of stuck. It was a joke within my family. And one day I said, I'm going to write a book about grandma. And I think some people thought I might not do it, but when I put my mind to something, it always happens.
I was going to say, challenge accepted,
Right.
Of course, that you would have said. So, I mean, what kind of secrets did Grandma have? Any you can share?
Well, yes. So my dad and my uncle were both born in other cities. So my dad was born in 1950. My uncle was born in the late 40s. My uncle was born in Gulfport, Mississippi, and my dad was born in Chicago. And we have no family there. And back in the late 40s and 50s, women who were that pregnant normally didn't travel. And so it was weird to me. Then Grandma went missing for a few years, and at one point I learned that Julia Child, also an accomplished baker, was in fact a spy. I was at the Smithsonian in DC, and there was an exhibit, and I learned all about it. You can Google it. It's a fantastic story.
That's
so then
wild.
kind of got my creative juices flowing, and I came up with the story that Grandma was a spy.
That's awesome. So how hard is it to write a children's book?
Well, writing the story is not all that hard, but then you have to find an illustrator, which I did. I found a lovely woman who is located outside of Atlanta. Her name's Given Sharp. She was a dream to work with, but it's a process, right?
Yes.
I mean, it's definitely an art project of sorts.
Yeah.
And after I wrote the story, it took probably about 4 months for Given to do all of the artwork, and then we went back and forth on revisions, and then there's a process to get it listed by Amazon, and so it's a whole thing.
Oh my goodness. So is this considered like self-publishing? Okay, so you
It is.
self-published,
Yes.
you put it up on Amazon. I know that there are at least 50 people locally who have purchased theirs. So that's really exciting.
Yeah, so we launched 2 weeks ago, and we're actually closer to about 400 copies sold so far.
Woohoo!
Yeah, I'm really excited about that because and grateful for all the people that purchase copies, but for most books that are self-published, they don't even sell 100 copies in their lifetime, much less in a 2-week period.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so the Pie Spy, Grandma's Secret Recipe. I love it. I love the illustrations. They're so good. You're having a launch right now at Give Rise Studio. Anything planned coming up for future marketing or releases for this? Is there a part 2?
We'll see. Never say never, right?
Never say never. What does your family think about the book?
They're super excited and very supportive.
I bet they are. All right, Amanda Haddaway, get the book. Go to Amazon, The Pie Spy, Grandma's Secret Recipe. And too bad you're not here to have the pie that is here, but maybe another time for sure. Thank you so much.
Thank you.